Let's get myself... Oh, well, there goes that squid. Ah, the fish are falling off the side. So, earlier today, I tried to build a mini biome world with a desert theme, an ocean thing, a bit of a trials chamber, and an amethyst geode. I actually did get around to doing it, so here it goes. The first thing I want to do is plant myself lots of sand here, make a nice desert area. I'm also going to add some cactuses to beautify the area, you know, because it's a desert. There goes one cactus, it's a delicious. And another one, let's search for some dead bushes too. Yep, that's pretty good. That's very deserty, isn't it? Underneath, the sand. No, that's probably okay. I'll leave that. I'll put some sandstone underneath so all the sand doesn't fall off the edge. And I also want to build one of those things, you know, those little temple things that you see? Got to build that with sandstone as well, make it look kind of small, because this is only a 10 by 10 block, and it's going to look good. There's not going to be any treasure in there though, folks, I'm sorry to say. It's just going to be a thing, and then I'm going to put some nice blocks on it. Let's get some of that stairs and then chiseled ones, yeah? So I'm going to put the stairs in at the top and the chiseled ones at the side like this. Make it look like a real building with things inside, but the only thing inside is sadness. I'm going to add some terracotta around the side as well, make it look really good. This idea of mine was given to me by a subscriber, or at least a viewer. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to put this sandstone stairs here, and then I'm going to put the purple one on top, just like you'd find in a real desert. So I need to build up the area really with a bit more sand, make it look a bit more beautiful. And there's not going to be any rivers here because it's a desert. There is going to be some ocean though, because it's kind of close to the sea. And I'm also going to have some corals. Let's put that dead bush down there. That looks good, doesn't it? That's a good top layer. Now I'm going to kind of move a bit of sand here. Chip away some of those bits. Yes, that one's fine. That's fine. Chip away some of this, and I'm going to have some ocean visible, I think. Leave a bit of it, so yeah, you know, the sandstone is found. For this build, I'm using the Whimscape resource pack because it makes the blocks look a bit more pixelated. And I'm using the usual mod just to get the entity block so I can keep the ocean in a decent place. I've made 2 of these before. You're welcome to check out the first one, and the second one I'll link in the video later on. It's also in the description. I've put these in a playlist as well for you because I do intend to make a lot more of these mini biome worlds. I like them, they're fun. If you want to, you can tell me in the comments what other kind of biome world I should make. There's lots of choices, but I guess it's kind of running thin now I've done 3 of these. So right now I'm building the walls for the ocean area, and I'm applying these blank blocks, which are the entity blocks. You can't see them. That's going to act as a barrier. I could use connected glass, but I've gone for the hard way. Now I'm going to put some water in there. You see how it's plopping off the edge there? I'm going to have to use these entity blocks to contain it. That's the point, really. Containing it makes it look nice. It's like a little aquarium, isn't it? It does look a mess at the minute, but I'm working on fixing that with the entity blocks. It's pretty cool. Look at that. It's watery. It's nicely fixed. Some of that stuff at the bottom is going to be a mess. I'm going to have loads of coral in there, and then I'm going to expand it and have a trials chamber too. So right now, again, like I say, I'm just making a little aquarium zone. It does look really cool, but it's a pain. The entity blocks are very difficult to see because they're invisible. There's nothing there. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's looking good now. So most of it's done. I'm going to add a bit more water at the top when I get around to it. Try and remove some of them in columns and then fix it up. It is a mess. It's a nightmare, this. But it's not too difficult. I've practiced. And practice makes perfect. You see, once I've got all those walls in, it does look like a nice contained area. I'm aware at the bottom it's a bit of a mess, and I'll make sure to clear that up. Here, look, I'm just going in with the entity block and clearing it up. Again, I could have used connected glass, but I went for the hard way, because that's what I do. There we go. Let's just fill these bits in here. And now it's all gone. It's done. It's brilliant. Yeah, all that water's going to disappear slowly. And that's my little contained aquarium area. Absolutely complete. So what I want to do now is start adding in some kind of reeds. I'm going to add a few sugar canes. Maybe just 1 or 2. I don't want to go crazy. I'd like to put them here, really, but that's sandstone. I can't put them on sandstone. So over here, I'm just going to have a nice tall reed. Fully grown. That's done. I don't want too much stuff there. Beautiful. So let's throw that reed away. Don't need it. I'm going to go underground and start building an area for a nice amethyst geode. It's going to look beautiful. It's a little boring putting the stone in, but I think it's important, you know? The stone is an important thing. And now that little wall bit's complete, I'm going to start looking at putting in the amethyst geode. For that, I'm using the standard blocks of amethyst geode and the budding amethyst. They look kind of the same on the Whimscape resource pack thing, but it still looks a nice thing to put in here. I've not had an amethyst geode in one of these builds before, so it's a new interesting addition. I kind of want to make it as circular, spherical as possible, and it's not easy to work that out. I'm not going to bother with the template to make the domes or whatever. I'm just going to try and build it as best I can. That looks okay. It's a bit triangular, but what are you going to do? That looks really nice, actually. It's a beautiful amethyst geode that whoever's playing here found. Now look, I'm obviously just going to stick in some of those things, little amethysts on the side of it, and my amethyst geode part is pretty much complete. I'm also going to chip away some of the stone at the side, because I don't need it. I want to make it a little bit more chipped away, like people have discovered this. Now I'm going to replace that stone with deep slate, because I think, and I feel, that the geodes are a little bit lower down in the earth, aren't they? I guess I could get away with stone, but, you know, I want to make it look as natural as humanly possible. Then I'm going to chip away some of this stuff, but I made a massive mistake here and all the stuff's going to fall out, because if you remove the sandstone, all of the sand plops down to nowhere, and it makes a big mess, you see. Got to fix that. Be careful, be careful. If I chip that one away, I'm going to have too many troubles. I think it looks really good, though, so far. What do you think? I've got to make sure it looks decent at the bottom here. So I want to make it a little bit more chipped away look like that, like it's just been found. Oh no! You see? Oh, look at that. I don't want to make too many mistakes here. No! Let's fix it. You see those entity blocks? You can't see them. You can't see them. Put this wall of sand back in. Hopefully I didn't destroy too much at the top. That looks good. Fine. I fixed it. I fixed it. So over here in this little corner of the world, I'm going to put in a trials chamber. You know what? I really want to have one of those. And for a trials chamber, you just need a load of copper blocks, don't you really? Different coloured copper ones, some stairs maybe, some of those grate things, which I think look really cool. Let's have a look. I'll get these ones as well. That looks nice. Yeah, maybe that one instead. And I'm going to sort of build it up near the geode, but not too close. If it's too close, I think it would look wrong. So here I'm just using the copper blocks. I haven't really figured out how they look yet, but I will make it look beautiful in a minute. That just looks like a mess of copper, doesn't it? I'll definitely fix that. You see this exposed cut copper looks a bit better, doesn't it? Make it look like a nice little chamber of trials. Pretty good, yeah, I'm happy with that. Chop away a few of those bits. Here's a bit of a speed mode of me building it. I'm using some stone, more copper blocks. I'll add a bit more deep slate over here. Maybe you can have a little bit of lava. I'll put in a few of those grill things, build it up a bit, and then use some tough bricks. I always find tough bricks. I don't really know what they are, but they're useful in this build, aren't they, look? Here in the corner, I'm going to add myself a trials chamber thing, one of those things, the spawners, and one of those lights. I lit it up with redstone at the back. So there's the little trials spawner, and I'll put a vault next to it, because why not? It's looking really good so far. Here, look, I'm going to put in some of that stone. I don't know what it is. Stick the vault at the back. That's where you find the loot. When you get the key, you can open that. There's husks in that little thing. I'm going to put husks in there. I don't think I've put them in yet. Get a flint to light these candles, because you always find red candles, don't you, in the trials chambers? Maybe I can have another thing over here. Let's think. Oh, I kind of want to put some stairs in. Why not? Make it look a bit more like a trials chamber. There we go. It's not an exact trials chamber, is it? This is my sort of interpretation of one, you could say. That looks quite nice. I think that thing's got husks in it. You can see them spinning round, but it will never spawn any husks ever because it's too bright. And, you know, whatever. Let's stick some of those in the ground, make it look like a grill to nothing. That looks really beautiful, doesn't it? I'm quite happy with that. I'll just seal it in so it looks a bit more dark. It's pretty cool. That's a really, really nice trials chamber. I don't want to do too much trials chambering. But over here, look, I want to have a hole where you drop down. Maybe here, this is where you found the trials chamber. You obviously didn't find the main entrance, because whoever does that, you find the side bit and dig in, don't you, at the top. Here is going to be a little lava pool. I like the idea of having an exposed lava pool. Put some more tough bricks in, maybe seal it off a bit at the top. That looks good. Exactly like you find a trials chamber, I think. Over here, put a bit more deep slate in. Seal that in with like a wall. It doesn't have to be a full wall, does it? A full wall, make it too oblong, and I don't want that. I want to have kind of like offset stuff, make it look natural, I guess, like you found it in the real world. Underneath, I'm going to pick some entity blocks here and stick them in so I can hide some lava. I kind of want to have a little exposed lava pool, like it's heading towards bedrock or something. For that, you basically have to build up the entity blocks like you would with glass, and then just stick the entity blocks on top so none of the lava can leak through. Get myself a lava bucket, that'll do. Put that one here. Hot stuff, ooh, achievement. Oh, look, I've never got that one. Put these here. Now, hopefully, the lava won't plop off the edge. It is plopping. It's plopping. Oh dear. So underneath, look, all you need to do is just stick in another empty block there. I think that'll do. And now I've got a little lava pool next to everything. That looks absolutely brilliant. Really happy. So this bit is where the diver has found the area. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to build this up. I've got to be really careful I don't chip away too much stuff. I'll put in some of this deep slate. Now I can have more of an entrance zone, I guess. Kind of there. I'm going to chip away all of this stuff. Risk my life doing so. Let's get some sandstone. Maybe I can seal it up here. Yeah, put in the sandstone here. I'm really nervous about chopping this. Where can I do it? I might build a bit more deep slate around the side. Fill that hole in for now with some tuff. Pop the hole in there. That's the exploring hole, I guess. Now I'm really scared. I don't know where to put this. I kind of just want to hit that one and see what happens. But it's wrong. Put the deep slate in there. You see? You see what's going on here? That's really bad. I'm trying to work out exactly how to do this. It's going to be a mess if I don't do it properly. Get some more sandstone. Put the sandstone here, and then I can remove that and have the hole. That's fine. That's fine. Yep, now I've got to sort of train the water so it's not all over the place, making a big mess. That's not easy to do, because I need to use the entity blocks again, and it spills over the side. Look, it's very difficult to do. I just want to train the water so it's not everywhere. That looks kind of cool, but I want to train it a bit more. So here's some footage of me adding some torches. I'm going to put one in the amethyst geode as well, add a little mini planks bridge. Maybe I'm going to go inside and twiddle some things a little bit. And here's me training the water down to be more like a waterfall that you would have found, sort of tweaked yourself. It's going to go off the cliff like this, look, right down the side of the trials chamber. And then I'm going to sort of terminate it in this like weird pool thing. I think that looks really brilliant, actually. I've done a good job with that trials chamber thing. And now, for the final act, I'm going to build some coral in the aquarium area. Plenty of corals, different colours. Stick some of those fans in, some extra coral bits there. Make it look nice and interesting. It's pretty much finished, but I want to put some bone meal on the ground, kelp it up a little bit, make it look like a nice little aquarium area. I like that, it's like the ocean. I did pop away one of those entities, but I don't think I saw it. So I went round and fixed it. And then I'm just going to stick in some fish. So here, I've just basically used the tropical fish egg. I'm not going to do anything crazy with that. The fish are falling off the edge. They can get through the entities, which is absolutely disgusting. It makes me sad. I put in a squid because it's beautiful, and then the squid decides to move himself all the way out, plop off the edge, and die a horrible death. Also, the fish are falling out the edge, look. They're falling out the hole. I don't want them to go into the trials chambers. They're going to discover the loot before me. But that's fine. I can lose a few fish. It's not that much of an issue. But to be honest, this biome block is almost finished. If you want to, you can check out the other biome blocks that I've made. They're all in the description and the playlist. Here are some final shots of the build. I've really enjoyed it. If you've liked this video, you can subscribe, send me a comment if you'd like, tell me what you want me to build next. That's always a good thing. I'm Ixical, and I'll see you next time.